Sir, opportunity to take part in this discussion of this most important bill, which relates to the prestige of our country. Sir, while supporting this bill, I first of all congratulate UPA government and more particularly Dr. Monsoon Singh, former Prime Minister, and his scientific advisor, under whose initiative and under whose concept this world-class educational center has come up. Secondly, I must pay my tribute and my deep respect to our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. What India is today, it is because of the thoughts, visions of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. The present science and technology, the entire development, he is called the modern architect of India, and the present science and technology of our country, what we are at this stage is because of Jawaharlal Nehru's contribution, his thoughts, and his visions. Now, the purpose of this world-class institute was one to remove of regional imbalance. Our UPA government, this is the concept of our UPA government, to remove the regional imbalance and at the same time to stop the brain drain. And the third one is access of world-class education. Now, the question is the world-class education is not possible unless we have very good infrastructure. So now we have seen, sir, at the same time, the very quality and faculty. We have seen, sir, many world-class institutions in our country, like Indian Institute of Technology, Indian Institute of Management. There also we have seen, sir, there is very shortage of faculty, and for shortage of faculty, the students have suffered. Many of my friends have already said that we should not make any compromise on the quality of education. We are saying quality of education, and there is thousands and thousands of our engineering graduates are now lying under employment, unemployed. It is because of this lack of quality education. And the root cause of the quality education is this not adequate number of faculty. So therefore, here also in these two institutes and the other institutes, this National Institute of Science and Scientific Research and Education, here also we have got the data that there are lots of vacancies and the infrastructure is yet to be completed. So my suggestion, my request to the Honorable Minister that if we, without proper infrastructure and good quality education and competent and efficient faculty members, we won't achieve the target of quality education. Now my another point is, sir, this type of institution should not be limited only to some particular states. India is such a vast country. So now what happened in these institutions, as because of this number of institutions are very limited, many talented, many meritorious students have not been able to get admission in these institutes. So therefore I request the minister should take in due course of time in the coming days, it should expand to other parts of the country also, to other, more particularly to the backward areas, to the inaccessible areas. So in this regard, I belong from Assam, so that's why I want to make one suggestion to the Honorable Minister. What my friend Mr. Rajiv Devagara has already pointed out, that the Honorable Finance Minister in his budget speech, he has declared one Indian Institute of Science and Education Research for Nagaland. But the people of Nagaland, they have refused it, rather they have demanded for a SPA. So therefore, I request the Honorable Education Minister to consider it, that since Assam and Guwahati is the gateway of Northeast India, so therefore this institute should be shifted to Assam, and then the entire Northeast region will be benefited from here. My last point is, sir, this should be made free from political interference. We have seen recently we have seen that many directors of some institutes have resigned, succumbed to political interference. Even the learned members from the UGC University Grants Commission also have resigned from their post, succumbed to political interference. So now, recently in 2015, what we have seen, in number of Indian Institute of Technology, the concept has been of hostel, vegetarian hostel and non-vegetarian hostel. So this type of division, this type of disparity should not be there, political interference should not be there. The main idea, the noble idea of Jawaharlal Nehru, that should be executed in letter and spirit. My last point, sir, I fully support my friend Mr. Rajya that the access of this education should not be limited only to a particular class of people, only to the rich people. So this reservation policy of scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and OBC should be implemented in this higher education also, in this world-class institution also, so that they also can get the opportunity to get this world-class education. I hope Honorable Minister in his address will reply these things also. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. Well.